Bam! What is up, squad? It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building where everybody loves Juju. Check ball, we up. What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Big game Monday. What is good, Ju? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Ooh,
Come on in.
come
Come
on
on in.
down. Come on down. A lot of good hoops this weekend. Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up, Sess? And I said, let's go Gamecocks.
It's game day. It's game day.
Gamecocks today. How you feeling?
Same as I'm always feeling.
Don't get used to it.
It ain't about being used to it. You play basketball. It ain't about I'm used to. It ain't about being used to winning. It's about being used to a standard. The standard is the standard. I feel the same way I feel every game. Win, lose, or draw. Confident.
Yep. You got to admit though, Sess. They cocking right now. Okay. They freaking cocking right now.
Yeah, we didn't even
Says
we didn't even play a good game.
I mean, I know what you mean though. I know what you mean. There's feeling. I'm not gonna lie. But the pieces that I'm seeing that I haven't seen, like that are coming together. I mean, I'm looking. Darnell said,
I don't know what I see, and I don't know what pieces you didn't see because I seen all 13. I didn't see all 13.
No, we seen them. We seen them. But Fago wasn't shooting outside like that.
But if you go back and watch my video on Fago, I told y'all Fago had a bag and she was gonna show out this year. I told y'all that April the 4th.
You absolutely did.
Yeah, so I saw Fago. These is my piece. I seen these pieces.
What they say? What they say? I know you want to read that.
It said pause. He said he in bed rewatching the game on his phone, but he said pause, Ju. Pharaoh, what's good?
I saw that.
Only twice. I low key want to watch last year's game against Tennessee. I watched it. You won't see much. Tennessee's a very different. I cut it off. They're a very different team.
Won't make a difference, but they're different.
I don't know. Y'all let me know who got an echo. You got an echo, Johnny. Who else got an echo?
Is it on me, guys?
Oh,
is that better now?
Never mind. It's better.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. My prediction for tonight, I think we will get them by 22.
22? Okay.
Okay. What up, Pamo? Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I'm Ju, do you have me turned up over there? I can hear me over there.
Okay, keep talking.
Tell me. You can't wait. Yeah, don't waste your time rewatching. Don't waste your time rewatching. Paris Milan, you can hear it. I was hearing it too. Yeah. So I mean, I'll get to I'll get to Gamecocks.
You get to that.
I just had to bring it up. You had some players you wanted to talk about. What did you see this weekend?
I saw this weekend 1-for-1 a lot of upsets. I got a chance to see some players on respective teams step up. I'll talk about one. Let's take UCLA in my Big Ten conference. Lauren Betts, it's starting in the last probably 2 to 3 games to round out to look like a more dominant player and center. Of course, she hasn't played any of the top 5 teams yet, but for me, she's starting to round out and look more offensively dominant, than I've seen her. And yesterday with her 33 points, that was just an example in a variety of ways that she scored, in a variety of ways that she turned and looked at the basket. I don't really think Maryland probably left her open, but in a sort of speak, but they don't really have the players to come and double her or anything like that. And unfortunately, they lost 2 of their biggest star players. But it's not like they got it's not like UCLA needed to dominate them to make a point, but they didn't. It wasn't like a blowout. So I think she can play. I think she can be in the player of the year conversation in terms of like maybe the third best person. So that's what I think about bets. And then also Florida State, right? Florida State game against North Carolina. I mean, excuse me. I'm thinking in my mind. I'm saying Florida State, but I'm thinking of Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt they've been having some really tough, hard fought games, and I really liked what I saw. And I've always liked what I saw, but I never really talk about her, was Blake. It's usually like this tandem between Blake and Camille Pierre, the sophomore, and Blake, the freshman. So Michaela Blake scored 33. Camille had a double-double, and they stunned number 19, Alabama. So Alabama was ranked 19th. Vanderbilt wasn't ranked at all. And that was one of my come-on downs, right? So what did they win by? 2 points? Yeah, they won 66-64. So it was a hard-fought game. I've heard us talk about, and people in the chat, you guys like Alabama. So I guess that was like a really good showdown between them. And I guess
did you say you guys like Alabama? Is that what you said?
I heard some people in the chat talk about, I don't know, Alabama earlier in the year. So there were some people that have been kind of like, oh, Alabama. So every now and then I would peek in and I'll say, okay, what's Alabama gonna do? Who are they? So that was cool. And then of course the big showdown with now mind you, I didn't get up to watch that one. I was preparing to talk and go up and talk about the UCLA game when all of a sudden I learned, and all I could catch really was the highlight of the final minutes, right, of Florida State, North Carolina. Fantastic. I mean, T'Niya, the way she got that done at the end, in my opinion, I know everybody probably can describe it and have their own thoughts and opinion, but the way she zigzagged and weaved and clutched the way she did was just, that was like a junior senior play. Brilliant. And she didn't do it with a bunch of, high flying, leaping or anything. It was just the way she faked a group of them, went to the next group. She scored about like 3 or 4 people, but she wanted it so bad. And she reminded me of Raven Johnson. She just reminded me of Raven when it went the way she went in there and played out those 3-second sets. It was like, it was a great. Right before that, when they had got the lead, and then North Carolina took the lead back, they got the ball out the net and called timeout. You could see her I think that was her too, that just slammed the ground like she was just like, no, I thought it was over. But in her mind, they go to the timeout, and whatever she's thinking or whatever's going through her head is like, I will not be denied. And great basketball. Great.
Let's see. Yeah, I watched that. I watched a lot of that game.
What you think? What you think of overall in terms of? I like it because they I give her such a hard time. Like, well, let's see what you can do with a ranked team. It's not like the top 5, like she's going to face, but it's a ranked team,
My opinion really hasn't changed since Wody brought her up as potential. Like, great college player, great scorer. She hasn't led the team.
Good pro draft prospect.
Not in my opinion.
Right, that's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, not in my opinion. I think draft, but does it stick? I think too small. With a lot of international players coming over.
Yeah.
Because
she will be in the draft next year. Right?
I see a pro career, but not a pro WNBA career. Not right away.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, great scorer, dynamic scorer.
And it's crazy because you said that because she's 5'8", right? And we give credence and credit to other people that are like 5'6" that can hoop. But I think it's something about her 5'8". It's like I call her, she's like a ground player. And what I mean by that, she's not a high flying 5'8" to me.
She can grab rim.
Does she? But she doesn't play that way to me. I don't know how to explain it. She doesn't play.
Yeah, I heard. Yesterday it was telling me how she grabs rim. Look, really? dynamic scorer. Yeah, she grabbed the rim. Dynamic scorer. Play with Raven. But
yeah, I've seen her in high school. I remember that.
I didn't know
that was her for a long time. But I remember them in high school. I mean, that whole team, honestly, they didn't look all helter-skelter. They looked way more put together in how they played yesterday. And sometimes take a little longer to evolve and matriculate and just, round out for the season. It's January, with 6 weeks left. So I ain't mad at them because from the time I had looked at them about 3 to 4 weeks ago, to see them spread out and different people taking jumpers and not all clumped in together, it was just a sight to see. And I'm just looking forward to February for a lot of teams. Some teams figure things out sooner than others, and it's fun to see how they end up, by tournament time. They could look totally different. They can find their identities, they can find their offensive sets, and then some just fall off.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Who are you seeing that's rounded into shape already? And no, Mondo, I'm not setting reminders in my phone for Florida State. I'm not. I'm not setting reminders.
Oh, Mondo likes Florida State like that?
I'm not setting reminders. No, I'm not.
Shut up, Sam.
I don't think I've set a reminder about Florida State since Deion left. Like, no. I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
No.
I'm being honest.
Don't say Deion. You didn't like little Charlie. What's his name? What's the Ward? The quarterback he was the point guard, and then they had
set a reminder
or something like that. No, I said a reminder.
To set a reminder about? No, Charlie was all right. He played football, ended up with the Knicks. And
I like
all that, Yeah, he has a great story, but a set a reminder? No. Yeah. I don't think I've thought about Charlie Ward since you just brought him up. No, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Now, I'm telling y'all the truth.
Seth's spoiled, guys. Let's just keep it 100. Seth's spoiled. Her eyes look, and I don't blame her because the way I look at my team and if I were like, and I look at so many nuances and little intricacies, and I know Seth feel like the big auntie to South Carolina, and you get spoiled, man. It's hard when you watching this team and then you see another team. It's like you can see the drop off and you can see the difference from the national championship teams to others. And I'm not saying you don't appreciate Seth.
Yeah, I mean I do. But I also just understand that everybody that plays college basketball doesn't go to the big league. Some people are just really great. Some people are really great college players. Some people are really great international players. Yeah. Some people are really great semi-pro players. Like it's 144, finna be 156. What is it gonna get up to? 160 some spots out of there's almost that many colleges. Okay. Yeah. As many spots as there are many. It's almost that many teams out there with people that have dreams of playing in the league. So I don't get caught up in everybody going to the league. Yeah, people have potential, and then some people have W potential. Some people AU is loading, AU loading, but that's a good option. You still a pro basketball player. Some people unrivaled to be loading. Some people, China's loaded, right? You know, you go where your game takes you.
Right. And there's some teams that aren't going to be in our radar, meaning like, Elite 8, Final Four potential. But I can look at other teams and I can say, oh, you know what, that kid right there, she'll go pro. You know what I mean? Like, I see certain people here and there like that. Maybe their team didn't go very far, but they'll go pro. But how long they'll be pro, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You know, like, and then what is it that you want? And then what is it you want? Like, I'm not picking on Daiya Fair, but her W story right now is I got dressed up, I got drafted, I played in the game, and then I was out the league the very next day. Is that the story you want, or do you want to go and stick someplace? Like, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? Like, we haven't gotten to a place in this league where the majority of people that get drafted get signed and stick. The league hasn't.
However, how much is that? Because we didn't have really enough teams, and that we need to expand.
Of course, it's all of that. It's all of that. But the other thing that people have to realize is that when the rosters expand, all of those people who felt like they should have been in the league before, the Destiny Hendersons, right? All of these people who thought they should have been in the league before are going to come back to try to be in the league. On top of these new people that's trying to get in the league, on top of these international players that are coming into the league. Like, I don't know, we have 4 or 5 spots go to international players in the first round. So it's just, it's super competitive. It's super competitive, and you have to be special. It's not enough just to have been hurt in high school. You got to be special.
Yeah,
you got to be special. So.
I mean, now I see Ted Cooper and Zia Cook working out. I can't tell necessarily if it's Ted working out to help herself and Zia, or just Zia. And so realizing that she just had a baby, and she wants to come on back, and she wasn't. She understands how the league works, and she wasn't a bad player. We gotta work. We gotta consider those two, and then we also gotta consider Elena Delle Donne, which no one's really talking about, right? So, I don't know what she looks like because we have no tape on her. Like, is she gonna be close to the Elena Delle Donne that she was previously, and that's again more. I mean, Elena, because of her height and her skill set and her past, pretty much will get the look. See, she'll get the definitely eyes on her. So, but the other two being guards, and there's so many guards. But to me, it's like not every guard is just guarding, if you will. They ain't doing it for me. So, anybody could, it's up. If they want to come back on in, because I feel like some of these people need to be, their jobs need to be threatened in a way, if I might say, because they ain't getting it done. That's my truth. Now, sticking to it. And I think little Jada Williams says she copped her. Man, I love Jada's defense. That's what she plays defense.
Jada Williams?
Yeah, from Arizona. And they got an upset as well. So I got to see what's getting ready to happen with our. Deary played well for Ohio State. There was just a lot going on.
Did you have a favorite game for the weekend?
For the weekend, which would include your game. I don't know if that's the weekend, but I guess that was like Friday. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've seen this highlight. Let me tell you a little something. I know I probably like, really, you didn't know that. So one of the things I've been watching this year more than I've ever paid attention to is crowds and presentations, if they would allow, And like Assembly Hall, I understood they from following USC women's vlog, I understood the history of Assembly Hall more than I've ever have paid attention. I remember the crowd. I thought we had it cracking, with playing UConn. We had the largest crowd, television viewership, and all that. And I was like, okay, that's a cool crowd, but I couldn't really, feel it. But so I felt something came across my feed with the Gamecocks, and I think it was from someone's phone inside of CLA. And the feeling that I got, I think I might need to take some headphones with me or something, because the crowd, not only were they in sync, but they're filled to the rafters. They're in sync with the towels. The introduction was cold of the girls. They hard. And it was just like this soulful feeling in there. I was like, now either I was picturing myself as a player, and I know Ju likes stuff like that, whether you're hostile or not. It's like some people feed off that, and some people can get adversely anxious and nervous, for sure. It's all about how you look at a situation. Me, I'm a like to shut your ass up, right? And how you come in there. But to be honest with you, it's very intimidating. It could be very intimidating. It was so loud. It was so pumped for that LSU. It was beautiful to see. It was crazy in there, y'all. It was like, and just their I think the girls' introduction, and they respond to they love their plays. They respond to good plays or something good happening. That's the key for me, is when I do a move or do something funky, and you actually crash in with your woo or your you know what I mean? It makes you want to play. It makes you want to do it again, and they respond to the girls like that. So
I mean, that's that was exciting to see.
That's now I get it. I seen it from a different angle. From somebody.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing Vic was complaining about.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Same thing Vic was complaining about. It's different to have 18,000 people screaming at you. Ashley say it feel good to be a Gamecock. What's up, Ashley?
It should feel good to be a Gamecock right now, because you're not even at your ceiling. You're not even you're not quite there. But you're there. But there's so many things to I mean, just the way they playing together and they smile. I seen Raven do some nasty blocks. I was like, and just they know where each other's at. It was just funky. It was like, okay, calm down. We see. That's what playing together for a while looks like. And that's what I can't wait for my team to get to that point, to get that year under their belt, and that 2 years under that belt. But that's what you definitely, and mind you, I saw UCLA, they had some great passing. For real, they did. They were looking pretty fundamentally decent and everything like that. But you guys just look like y'all just you're synergized. You know where each other's gonna be and what's gonna happen and what to do. Everybody was doing something. You know what I'm saying? Being impactful, and I was like, God damn it, they not slipping at all. But yeah, y'all the team to beat right now, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And I still like UCLA, but I still, if I had to say, if y'all play today, you ain't gonna look like you looked in November against them. So I hope they come prepared for who they really are now. That's what I would say. I would go with the Gamecocks.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I'm always.
And I kept it funky. I'll keep it funky. I'll tell you.
Yeah, we've been telling y'all about SC for a while. Y'all just tired of hearing about it.
Not at all. Not tired of hearing about it at all. But I'm gonna keep it real. You didn't look like that in November. I knew it was like gonna get that way. It just wasn't. Who really was looking? Not really anybody was looking like top tier. And shoot, the way they look now is not how they're gonna hope the progression. The way they look in January. This is only January. So what kind of basketball are we gonna see them in freaking March?
We know.
That's scary.
This is why I'm never nervous. This is why we play 40 minutes.
Correct.
So since our team is connected like a hive down in the queen bee, and the team is the hive. Listen,
right.
I already know.
Okay. You can't beat chemistry, bro. You cannot. You guys, you cannot beat chemistry. You feel me? You can. You know, when you have your star players, your superstar players, your role players, your complementary players, and everyone knows, and your specialists. It's like it's a whole thing that in my mind that goes into the soup to make the gumbo, and it's a whole lot of things that have to. Everyone understands what each part and how important these pieces and these to this puzzle is. And when you got these ingredients that are coming together and it's cooked at the right temperature and it's baked and it's, you know, comes to, it's like a sweet, flavorful like mixture that is like I look at basketball like an art, you know, like it's like a, or it could be like a symphony, you know, with Don being the conductor. It could be like a Picasso painting that it got all of these different abstract things happening that come together and to formulate this colorful picture, right? You know, from that painter. And like they just, when it was just a bunch of shit going on. Like I look over here and I say, oh damn, I'm like, okay, she's doing this. Oh, okay, damn, I forgot about you, Bree. Oh, okay. Damn, I didn't know you could do that. So and so. I was tripping. Like I was like tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to see them play away and come on someone's court. You know, doing what they did. What you definitely see them feel real comfortable at home. You know what I mean?
That's what we need to do now. I mean, the goalposts keep moving. The goalposts keep moving.
First, it is supposed to move. You got to win. You want to be good away.
First, it was go through the gauntlet.
Yeah,
Did we play anybody on the road in the gauntlet? Remind me. Did we play anybody on the road in the gauntlet, or we still need to?
No, I think Oklahoma.
Play somebody away.
Was Oklahoma at home?
No,
the gauntlet was the gauntlet is now. It's Oklahoma,
right?
Texas.
And you were saying that we still need to go on the road and beat somebody.
Well, I mean, you are.
We've been on the road. We've been on the road and beat somebody, haven't we?
No, but it wasn't like this kind of gauntlet.
Oklahoma was here.
LSU was home.
Was on the road.
Now Tennessee will be away.
So now we need to go on the road. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
And now when you swipe, today Tennessee, that's going to be like, you know. Now what?
So when we beat Tennessee today, then we can say now what?
No, you could say now what a long time ago, but it's like an explanation point. Like everybody, it's like even though it's not going to show up in the AP polls because of what happened with UCLA, you know, it will eventually, because we're going to knock UCLA off and it'll push you guys up. But we won't be able to really go by AP polls. You're just going to have to go by the eye test, to be honest with you, here and now. But everybody knows. You keep playing like this, and I'm sure you will. February, everybody probably got about like 7-8 games to go in February, and then 1 or 2 in March. And we ready to go for the SEC tournament, and God knows who you're playing. Who are you playing? Who do you think you're playing in the SEC tournament?
LSU.
Oh, LSU. Oh, Lord. And what is that? So is it a home court thing when you do tournament? When you play? Oh, no. No, it isn't, because we went to Vegas. You're right. Okay, you're right. You guys go to Greensboro, something like that. Something they say. Okay, so then that'll.
I think it's in Greenville, isn't it?
Greenville, something like that.
Where do we play the SEC tournament? I just want to know. I just want to know all of the. I just want to know all of the boxes we got to check before we can be like, now what? Here we are. I've been saying here we are since before the season started.
Yeah, I know. Greenville, you're right. Greenville.
Greenville, thank you. It's Greenville. Yeah. Thank you. That's what I thought.
I got USC beating UCLA. I do. I don't know how many times we're gonna do it, but I got us beating them. Now I really want to see. I'm bored now with you guys beating up on all those teams. I know you want to get back at UCLA, but now I want to. Now I'm kind of bored. I want to play you guys now. Like I told you, like as I go through the wash of everything, I want to play LSU because it's something I've never seen happen. And I want to play you guys because I've never seen us play South Carolina. And I want to beat Notre Dame again. Somewhere in all of this happening this year, we can and it will definitely prepare us for next year. But getting 2 out of 3 of those would be exciting for me.
Oh, I mean, we said y'all at the beginning of the season.
We did.
And everybody was like, "For what? Why?"
We did. I know that, but that was because no one believed in and see, they probably still don't. Number 2 defense in the nation, they probably still don't. I don't know. Some things you gotta earn. You gotta earn respect, and I know we do, but I know it's coming. I know it's coming, but we got some things. We got some things that we need to grow into. We're young to grow into to make that standard to be in the national conversation. But I don't think anybody else, God damn it, is in the national conversation other than you and you guys. And shit, UCLA would be new to that conversation. So why not us? Why not? The only other person that's not new to that level is UConn. And when I do the come on down, come on up, welcome to the big leagues today for the AP poll. Probably UConn is gonna be right behind us in 5th, and I don't know how they're lingering on. That might be mean to say. I don't know how they're lingering still there.
Who did they lose to?
No, hell no. Heckle is not going to the portal.
Okay. Who did they lose to? Why should they come down?
Who? Oh, UConn?
Yeah, who did they lose to?
They lost to USC and
I'm talking about since they got to where they at. Who they lost to? Why should they move now?
You're absolutely right, because LSU was right behind us. But LSU lost to a higher ranked team, so you may not need to penalize them and drop them, because it's not like they lost to a lower ranked team. Whereas UConn lost to 2 lower ranked teams. And UConn and then LSU only lost to a higher ranked team. So you could leave LSU where they're at based on their record, technically.
I thought you were talking about UConn. I thought you said UConn.
And then what I'm saying, it's between UConn and it's like before that game, it was LSU then UConn. So I'm just saying, do you just flip their positions? That's all. It's like, do you flip their positions? But I guess I was saying in general, how come they're so high? But if I look at all the teams like Texas, and even still, Texas lost to you, but you're a higher ranked team. And they're really high in the net ranking. And then I think Oklahoma to me was 8th. You guys, what was they? 8th or 9th or something like that. And again, they lost to South Carolina. And then
I don't think they're coming down like that though.
Right.
I just, based on the numbers, they wouldn't projected to win, was they?
No.
So that I'm interested. I'm interested.
No, they're not. They're not.
Here I am. Here's when I'm looking at come on down for me: Alabama, Kentucky, West Virginia, Minnesota, Maryland, Kansas State, North Carolina. Come on down. Who am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting?
Georgia Tech.
Who did Georgia Tech lose to? Was they ranked Was they ranked higher than the other team they played?
I think they were ranked. Let's see. I think they were ranked higher. Off the top of my head, I know there's some more sets. I just Duke. Did Duke win? No, Duke ended up winning that. They ended up winning that.
And Duke is ranked 14. Georgia Tech ranked 18. So I don't know if they come on down. It's gonna be interesting to see what these voters do with them. Well, what's your schedule look like? When do y'all play again, Ju?
Thursday against Minnesota at home.
Okay, how do you feel about that game? Is that gonna be an interesting game?
Yeah, it'll be interesting because Minnesota, I've seen them a few times. Like, they're not pushovers or anything, necessarily. You know what I'm saying? But just hopefully everybody's all healed up, ready to go. Don't miss a beat. You're at home, gearing up to get ready to go on the road. We got a road trip, and we want to be sharp. Even though I'm hearing that I know you're talking about Minnesota, but Minnesota had a couple of black girls I've seen in there, athletic girls that was like getting up and down. And just when you play, you're going to play the number 4 team in the country. You're going to be excited. It's something new they've never done. You get to see Juju Watkins. You're going to play against Kiki Rice. So it's going to be something that, and then if I were people, I'd look at the rest of them like, besides Ray Marshall, you're like, oh, the rest of you guys are freshmen. We can do this. We're juniors, we're seniors. They'll come in there and try to run with you, and but run out of gas because they won't be able to handle our defense, right? So then we're gonna get on the road for another cold road trip, which will be to Iowa and Wisconsin. And in Iowa, I hear they got an 18,000 whatever crowd, national TV, Caitlin Clark's retirement ceremony. I'm curious about how they're gonna, what type of celebration is this gonna be? What kind of law is gonna be happening? How's that gonna fire up, the crowd?
It's gonna be the biggest hoopla it could be. It's gonna be the biggest.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like. And you don't have to do this, but I'll do this. If I compare like the hoopla. And I compare, and I look at Asia's got so much accolade, so much to talk about, and then it's just more my culture, it's more my flavor. You know what I mean? It could be very soulful. It could be very like something that I could relate to and I can get into. I mean, it could be really creative. I mean, you could do so many things with your retirement thing. You can come out with a drum roll band. I mean, I don't know.
Wait, hit the drums again. Hit it again. She said, "Yeah, go ahead. I'm with you. Go ahead."
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Seth, come, give me some the little step girls and.
So it's gonna be a big hoopla.
That's what I think you should do.
They're gonna talk you to a death. You're gonna see logo shot after logo shot after logo shot. You're gonna see lost national championships. You're gonna see, what I mean? Like, these are the things you're gonna see. You can see broken records and lost championships. And then we're gonna hang this jersey in the rafters that hasn't even stopped playing basketball for 1 full year. And then you go from there. So
I watched a lot of Kelsey's, and I love Forever 10. I love her speech. I enjoy Kelsey. I was like, I'm mad love Kelsey Plum for that. Like, she was the shit. So what do you think?
I can't wait to hear what Asia's gonna say. I can't wait to, and I hope that it's all televised. Like, I hope that we don't have to try to see it in bits and pieces. Like,
right.
I hope that it's covered someplace for us to be able to watch it nationally, because I'm sure locally they'll have, it'll be covered in a totally different way.
Tiffany's was recently, a couple of years ago. Hers was it was televised, I believe.
Yeah. It's on the same day as Caitlin's. Asia's jersey retirement is February 2nd, the Auburn game.
Yeah, February 2nd.
Yep. So and you guys play UCLA right before you play Iowa?
So we're going to play Minnesota, and then we're going to get on the road to go to Iowa, right? And then stay out there and play Wisconsin. crazy thing is after Wisconsin, right? Like on the 5th, we come back home, but 3 days later, this is where our gauntlet starts. We're going to play, Ohio State. And then we'll take some days off and we go with our sold out Crawford, UCLA. So that's what's really kind of like our little, and part of our gauntlet has to do with travel and really trying to stay healthy. And one of my chat fam brought up like that we need to upgrade our winter clothing and stuff. I said, well, what do you mean? We had our bubble jacket and, layered it with our hoodie. She's like, yeah, but some of your girls had on Crocs and some of them, they were freezing cold. I said, well, maybe they didn't have the thermal underneath. And I said, okay, never mind. You're probably right. Cause like we Cali girls, we didn't have the right shoes. I seen some of them slipping and it's like, looking at all of the and they will, knowing that now, because some of them, they were in 2-degree weathers at time. Okay, so it's like we hit some weathers before, but like 2 and 10 degrees, we don't know nothing below 0 type shit. I'm sure we didn't have the right stuff on, and the girls were cold.
The coach didn't know to tell them where they was going?
I mean, no. When you design and you set up for the year, and I seen what they had on and everything, but whether they probably need to because they buy all that stuff for them. They have like their winter clothes,
right? And so they should have had. So they should have had that. We're going back east. We're going back east outfit.
Yeah. And I saw it, but she said from being familiar with cold, she was like, and we watched their vlogs. The girls were cold. Like sometimes that cold sticks with you, even after you get in a warm situation. It's still in your bones. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, all the way down to the socks, right, guys? Like you got to know how to layer it. Is what she was telling me, and I was like, "Oh,
of course." I mean, I don't know. I'm a t-shirt. I'm a t-shirt person. So even I know, like, even the weight of your t-shirt changes. There's a winter weighted t-shirt, and then there's a summer weighted t-shirt. They're different, so that you aren't hot. Like,
I mean, it may need to be taught to some of them, being from California so long. I didn't even know. Okay, there's a winter. I mean, t-shirt and there's summer t-shirt, obviously, right? I don't,
they're weighted different. Yeah, they're weighted. I don't know, depending on what kind of t-shirt you wear, but yeah, for sure. There's winter, and then there's a summer, and there.
Because even when we snow here in California, and we do go to snow, it's not cold outside when we're snowing. It's just snow, but it's not like freezing cold. Like you just gotta have this big jacket on. So I can sneak in a hoodie and be fine. Like it's not like wind chill factor kind of cold like that.
Oh yeah, no, it was 8 degrees here last week. 8 degrees. So yeah,
we had the sniffles and all that.
Tim's on. Who was that? I think Wody was talking about his shark gloves. You know what I mean? Like it's to get your Under Armour. I mean, even Under Armour has different weighted. Under the undergear that you wear for cold and summer when you're working out. So like, you gotta know where you're going.
Yeah, you gotta know where you're going.
You gotta be aware. You gotta be aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, run them likes up. So besides the Gamecocks game, I wanted to talk about a couple of players. I seen Jelani Cambridge, even though Ohio State pulled off a win.
Mm-hmm.
They put off a win, but Jelani Cambridge had a very freshman day at the office. Kid scored 0 points. I think she had like 5 turnovers, 4 fouls. But I still seen her out there still hustling, not giving up, trying to make plays on defense. I had to go to where they were rotating her in and out, but between her, Cody McMahon, I think, had a double-double. So she's coming back in there. Don't put your hands on me, McMahon.
Okay.
And then Taylor Theory, you know what I'm saying, with the 23 points. But Sanaya Ja, back on the bench, played, was glad to see that kid back on the floor. In I think about 7 minutes, she had like 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. So, like in whatever times Sanaya gets out there, she's like, I'm going to do some of everything. Foul you, score, turn it over, rebound. She's like, I'm only out here for a few minutes, but glad to see her still with the team. And hopefully working towards getting into some more minutes. Isaiah James went for 25, 5, 4, and 2 steals. They blew out by Tech. And then Sarah Ashley Barker. I don't know what the hell happened. They lost. They ended up losing by 2, I think, but to Vandy. But she had like 36 points in 39 minutes, 15 to 21, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. Nobody else on their team had more than 8 points, and I think it was only one of them. And then Zay Green had like 7 assists and 11 turnovers. Like, there is no way you can stay on my floor to get to 11 turnovers. There's no way. You got to go sit down. 11. Yeah, you go sit down before we get to 11. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to take a seat before we get to 11. So, some of the other players that I saw kind of active this weekend, but 11 turnovers. Drew, you muted. 11 turnovers is
Oh no, I'm just saying I don't think I've ever heard of
like, yeah, there's no way you can stay on the floor to get to 11 turnovers.
I don't think I've ever one person in my mind. I can't even think of a time I've heard of someone having 11 turnovers, right? No.
So it sounds like it was just Sarah and Michaela.
CC be having
Now here come Pre Wayne talking about a 7th-year player, 25 years old with 11 turnovers. Don't do that. Yeah, 11 turnovers by one person. Unless it was a typo. Yes, that's what it said. Hold on. Because y'all know I take my medicine rolled up. I check. Wait a minute. Who I said that was? Yeah, Sarah. All right, 1 second. I'll check. I don't want to be telling no lies on nobody. I didn't say Sarah. I said Zay Green. But shit, nothing. Don't
she said like Zay Green. But what was she trying to do? Is she a guard? What is
she? Nothing. She wasn't trying to do nothing. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, Zay had 11 turnovers, 11 of them, 11 in 36 minutes. See, you can't be out there for 36 minutes with 11 turnovers. Senior, yeah, no guard. She's a guard.
Okay, that I don't know what happened there.
And I don't know. I don't know Vandy. I don't know Vandy to be this super defensive team, right? So Caleb Blitz, I think, went off for like 36. So to me, it was like Sarah was out there hooping and Michaela was out there hooping, and it was just some people around them because, one of them went for, I think, what I said, Sarah went for 36. I think Michaela went for 33.
Yeah, Blake and then got the win though. Points and they got the win. It was like probably.
But they only won by 2.
Yeah.
With all that hooping that was going on, they only won by 2.
What?
You went to high school with Zay Green?
You went to high school? Okay.
Okay. Well, did you see 11 turnovers there? Because we shouldn't have saw 11 turnovers here.
Is this a pattern here?
I don't know. And it's not a pattern. Like Zay Green have been one of those players that made so when I first came and looked at Alabama, because everybody was talking about Sarah Ashley Barker, it was like the games I saw was before she got hurt. She didn't play that well, but it was like Zay Green and Essence Cody were really, there was this 1-2 that looked like they was gonna do something down in Alabama, and then so I've been trying to keep up with them a little bit, but 11 turnovers is nasty work. But see, the other thing, so I see, you didn't have no turnovers against Arkansas, 2 turnovers against South Carolina, 2 turnovers against
characteristic.
No, but 9 turnovers in with Texas. FM, I'm not playing with you no more. Now you said that you went to school with high school with Zay Green. Now you talking about you graduated in 1993. See, I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
You can't get that. You
can't. You only got to win by 1.
You got to come.
My point was that nobody else really did anything. That Sarah Ashley Barker almost beat him by herself because she had 36 points and only lost by 2.
And where was Aaliyah NYE? Nee? What did she do? That's what Emily said. Nye? Yeah.
What did Nye do?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I think Vanderbilt's going to be a good team in the future. I think they're going to be one of those teams.
She had 4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, and a turnover in 35 minutes. She was out there. Yep, yeah. She was out there. Yeah,
she was definitely might have been impactful some kind of way. But whatever they did, they stayed close enough to this team to pull out a win. Randy got blown out by Kentucky at home. Yeah, they probably made a much more skillful, mature team.
And then Kentucky lost to Texas A&M.
So there you go. Yeah. What does that mean? Yeah.
So is Texas A&M a better team than we thought? Does Joni got something down there we didn't? I didn't see.
I think they're coming together a little bit, but I think Joni's and the team are connecting enough to be of something to be like. Because then they play Ole Miss or something and catch Coach Yo.
Did who catch Coach Yo?
Didn't Joni beat Coach Yo this weekend?
Joni just beat Texas. I mean, Joni just beat Kentucky, I thought.
Because Coach Yo, I saw something happen.
Coach Yo just lost to Vic by 3. They almost just beat Texas.
Oh, Coach
They beat Florida, they beat Mississippi State, then they lost to Vic.
Okay.
Yeah, Joni's beat 2 ranked teams this season. Yes.
Yeah, she has beaten 2 ranked teams. So, and then Ole Miss and Kentucky, Joni beat those. Yeah, that's what I thought, Wayne.
Coulibaly did get her.
Beat Ole Miss, yeah. So I think she's trying to save her job.
She didn't just play Ole Miss this weekend. I thought you said, did she play Ole Miss this weekend? I said no.
It wasn't
this weekend. No.
Okay.
That injury to Coulibaly, I know I spelled that wrong, but that injury hurt Texas A&M. Yeah, it did. One of the main reasons turnovers occur is because the person receiving the ball never comes to meet the pass. Rarely is it due to
political ill. That is absolutely true. But you and I goddamn know that freaking turnover is going to be given to me, the passer, because I know. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be credited to me. They ain't going to give it to the person that didn't come to it. Doggone well, I laid it right there, and then you didn't come, and they just happened to get a hand on it. You know what I mean, Seth? It's like it's gonna fall on a freaking passer, and I'm not gonna hesitate to shoot. Come to the ball.
Well, you're supposed to. You're supposed to.
Shit. But my ass be sitting on the bench. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
That's why I bounce pass more often, because I'm gonna make that shit hit you right in your gut. It's gonna hit you, bounce, boom, right there. It's like, now what?
Well, I mean, you come from a different era though, too, though, Ju. You come from a totally different era.
It's just so annoying, Says, come to the ball.
Come to the
shit. Jump up to the ball. Like, it's starting to be basketball right now. I'm watching it. The players who are you can't just pass, and now everybody's jumping the passing lane, anticipating angle. So now it's like I might have to throw it a little bit above you. You're gonna have to leap off your lazy ass feet and get the ball. Or if I do a back door, it ain't gonna be a bounce pass. It's gonna be a goddamn alley-oop like Juju and my layup Fuwali had. The game is now starting to be, as it moves into March, above the ground kind of play. Look at Raven and them was throwing some dimes, like just setting it, go get it type stuff. Come get it, go get it. When you start playing, when I see you start playing like that, oh, you going into another level of stratosphere. It's like all them leapers. Stop this little shit. It's time to go, and you know what I'm saying. And Raven and Bree and them, they like, dime, throw it up, go get it, Faye, go get it, Lay, go get it. And I'm like, when I start seeing you do stuff like that, I'm like, oh shit, oh god, here we go. You feel me? Here they go, and that's who. Nobody gonna touch them when they start using their athleticism. Tessa is I love Tessa. Tessa is your leader. She stay calm. She just do whatever. She did this fake. I'm back to you guys again. I'm sorry. Let me tell you what Tessa did. So
you crack me up. You be cracking me up. You go tell me what Tessa did. Go ahead. I'm a goddamn Gamecock. Go ahead. Tell me what Tessa did.
Tell me if I'm right.
Tell me what
right. Flau'jae was running all over. She's trying to keep with Tessa. Perfect matchup, right? So Flau'jae got her out. She had to curve off that screen. So she thought she was going. This is what I'm talking about. Basic. What do you guys call? What do you guys always say? One level thinking, right? You thought that Tessa was just gonna catch it and do a set shot and shoot. Because she saw you coming around that screen and knew just what you was gonna do. Whoop, show ball, waited for you to fly. She did some kind of turn, and then she was like, "Bow." That's what. Come on, don't do that. You jump, you come off that screen, you come ready for her triple threat. Because she's the triple threat player. You can't just think that she's gonna be that simple-minded to have shot that ball while you are still curling up and got a running start to come at her. It was so smooth. Tessa's just so calm and cool. Tessa get on my goddamn nerves, man. It's like she didn't need to do Flau'jae like that. She didn't do her like that. That's where they're at right now. That's you know what I'm saying? What, get it right. First level thinkers. Okay. All right. Thank you, MJ, brother. He corrected me. I'm sorry. Did I say what did I say? First level? I didn't say first level thinkers.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what you said.
But you remember the play? You know what I'm talking about, right? How did I describe that? Yeah, she tournament smart. She's so calm and cool with it. It kills me. It'd be like chaos. They could be like down for whatever, but she'll just be like, it could be a really close game, and it's her poise is so different for a sophomore. Like she's like, okay, yeah, I got this. All right. And every time I look at her, guys, she remind me of Kalani, the singer. Why am I getting that? Yes, sis. Why? Every time I look at her,
Why?
she looked like her, less the tattoos. Whatever mixture they are, they just got the same kind of nationality look to me. And every time I see her, I like she remind me of Kalani. Tessa,
I don't know. I keep hearing y'all say that Talaysia Cooper is not playing. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if she's training Zaya, or is she preparing to play herself. I don't know.
No, they said Cooper. I think they're talking about. Are you talking about Talaysia Cooper is not playing? Who are y'all talking about?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't she play? Did she get hurt or something?
I'm asking in the chat for some clarification. I have no idea.
Somebody got a concussion right now, though, in the league, and somebody that they better hope. Oh, it was Hannah Stokey. It was Hannah Stokey. They told me had a concussion.
Yeah, so I don't know. Well, I didn't know who said where's the Cooper's not playing coming from, y'all? Let me know.
Yeah, you better still prepare. Like you're right, prepare to play. Don't let them fool you like that and Cooper comes out. Not to say that she's a super threat or anything, but Cooper
is a hooper. Yep. Yeah. I mean, if she hadn't left, she would have been the fourth local talent on the team.
Right.
That's a lot of local talent right there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of local talent on one team. That would have been fun to watch. So
I can't wait to see that game this evening for me this afternoon. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun because to me they both, if they want to press the Gamecocks, it's gonna be cool because that the transition game of the Gamecocks is really fun and exciting to see. One of the things I think that, and not to say that Camilla didn't, because Camilla definitely is one of my favorite 6'7" bigs that just stride and glide down that court. Okay. She keeps up. But y'all,
why are y'all saying that she's not playing? Why are y'all saying she's not playing?
Yeah,
where did that come from? What made you say Cooper not playing? Where did that come from?
That's not going to be an excuse why you lose, though. Why they lose.
I mean, it ain't even just that. I want the opportunity to play against her, but I think she's like a red shirt sophomore, so she should be around. She should be around. I think
you heard it, MJ? Oh, you said MJ haven't heard that. Okay.
Oh yeah, Fagan stock going up. We got Unrivaled on tonight too. What do you think about the Unrivaled games tonight? Let me see
who's playing tonight? Okay.
Let's see. So tonight is Vinyl versus the Lunar Owls, and then the Rose versus the Laces.
Vinyl. Oh yes, I would love to see that. I would love to see Vinyl and Lunar Owls. I gotta see that. I gotta
Rose
see that.
Laces is gonna be good too.
Laces top 10.
That's Angel. That's Angel at 18. Well, if Angel gets to play, like I don't know.
I think it's gonna.
Angel's time has been really weird.
Yeah, she just had an off. She did have an off game last game. Big deal.
I don't know. The people seem to think they letting Azure play. It's they say that the people seem to think it's coaching. I'm gonna watch closer and see.
First of all, she needed to play Lexi more and Azure less. You got to be careful with how you play Azure when you play her. When you play her,
well,
and how you play her.
I think Azure is
do what you think she's gonna do.
Nola is familiar with Azure though. That's what it is.
Exactly, and she should be familiar with what Azure don't do at her height.
Well, I don't know. I got to go back and watch. They was telling me that Azure is a more offensive threat than Angel, so that's why she's on the floor.
Oh, I'm not even thinking about between the two of them. I'm thinking about between Lexi and when she needed a 3, she put Azure in and not Lexi in. And Lexi plays.
I think so what they was telling me that they see is that like when Angel starts to get going a little bit, she'll hit a shot and then bam,
comes out.
They take her out and here come Azure.
Yeah.
So it's like
here come Azure.
So I'm gonna pay a little bit more attention to that part.
Yeah.
I probably will not be live for those games because that'll be the same time that the South Carolina games are on, but I'll watch that after. Went from Tennessee and Ash is out for tonight's game based on availability report.
What?
Yeah, Win and Ash. Yeah, nothing about Cooper. Got you.
Okay. Thank you, Russell, with the facts.
Yeah, I mean they said some of them had colds, but I haven't heard anybody was out. So I'm hoping that everybody is healthy to play. Drew, what you got before we get ready to get out of here?
It's always been a good time and pleasure. I'm glad to start off this week. Want to start off this week real good, guys, with Gamecocks and Unrivaled. And then we're going to go on into this week and we're just going to get it. It's going to be a good time. I had a good time here with you guys today, rather. And yeah, thank you, Seth, for having me again here as always.
Absolutely.
We up.
Absolutely. So you got AP Top 25 probably going to be coming out here soon.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So it comes out.
Updates on that.
I'll talk about that a little bit and get on.
And then y'all know, now what at 2 o'clock? Come hang out with me and the nephew.
Not now at 2 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Eastern. 2 o'clock Eastern. Y'all come hang out. Y'all know what it is. Y'all running mics up. If you didn't hit the like on the way in, hit that like on the way out. Make sure you follow on
all
platforms.
Gamecocks. Shut up, MJ. I can do it.
Y'all know what it is. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.